This Nadir.
This
Yo,
kid.
we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 369. I think. Yeah, I think I have it there. Yo, so it's me and you. It was supposed to be Jay.
Yes.
Jay was supposed to be here. Jay, I'm on your head all
We scheduled this bad boy
early. We've been up since like 8 o'clock. We started.
Yeah.
So Jay, yo, listen, I'm not gonna kill you too hard today, man. Just know the people wanted you on the podcast. I'm gonna talk about you like you Sasquatch today. Like you're not here. So yes, that's what it's gonna be. But what's up with you, man? How's everything going with you?
Man, listen, I'm prepping for this 48 hours of rain, man. What's up, man?
Dog,
why is this in the gameplay?
I went out yesterday.
I don't love it.
I went outside yesterday. A portion of my fence was just down. Okay, it was just down.
Word.
I had to go out like with.
Wow.
Like, if you thought I went and called the fence people, which I'm going to probably do an insurance claim. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm out there with the clear duct tape, Kev. Like because the dogs got to stay in. I gotta have them in the house. I mean, in the actual caged area. So I went out there and like the rain is so vast. Part of me is happy that the rain happened because my grass is super green. But then the other part of me is
my
like,
grass came bouncing
back super quick. It bounced back. But I'm a little nervous. Like, can we sustain all this rain? Like, is this something that is like sustainable?
It's waterlogging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's waterlogging. Like, it's not getting great now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah. So no, I don't know, man. It rained last night. I woke up. I sleep through the thunderstorms a lot of times. Last night was not one of those times. I woke up again because I knew I had to be up early today for us to do the podcast for Jay. Again, Jay, you're not here, but I was up and I'm like, man, should I just stay up? It was like 3 o'clock. I'm like, I gotta go back to sleep. But it was just raining. It was just so like just going on. But no, I don't know, Kev, to answer your question. I don't know if we can sustain this, bro.
Bruh, how did you do with the? Well, first of all, did y'all get the tornado warnings on Wednesday and the Thursday morning?
Yes, we didn't get the sirens, but I was woken up to my phone is on do not disturb all the time. But I think my phone Siri thought like she should just fight through and tell me that it was a bad thunderstorm. Like Siri, I can hear it. I know what's going on. You know.
Nah, we got the full on weather alerts, bro. Like it's 2 o'clock in the morning, man. The phone just. So you wake up, man. First of all, I guess what made it so bad was that I already kind of knew that like his Wednesday was like 73.
I knew, yeah.
And then the temperature just dropped to like 39. I was like, oh, tornadoes.
Yeah.
so I already kind of knew, man. I seen it in the weather pattern. So 2 o'clock hit, boom. Get the alarms going off, man. Then the sirens. So you know what I'm saying? You laying in bed, of course, and it's like, all right, well, to the basement we go. So we pack it on up, man. We go to the basement, man. I'm watching 10 TV. They like, yeah, it's not looking good out here. You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of sitting down in the basement like, all right. 30 minutes past, they're like, all right, if you in this area, you're in the clear now. We was in the clear. And I was just like, man, I don't know how I'm going to do this once this baby get here, dog. That was the only thing that really came to my mind. Because it's like, yo, he not finna just go back upstairs and go to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He going to be like, trauma.
Yeah,
You know
it's over.
Loud buzzing. We're up now.
Yeah. Well,
it must be daytime. It's time to be up.
I tell you, that was one of the things I was thankful that we had our basement finished because I vividly remember all of us going downstairs to the basement for a tornado warning in the middle of the night. Little ones were they were still little. They were like 2 or 3, and we're down in the basement looking at the TV. And Khalees was old enough to like look at the TV and get nervous and kind of knew what's going on. The twins were like, "What the heck are we doing down in the basement? The dogs are down here. What's going on? It's party time, right? Turn TV on, Dad. Let's go." So, so Khalees was old enough to look at the news and say, "Oh man, a tornado is coming," and she knew that it was dangerous. You know, that's why we're down in the basement at 3 o'clock in the morning. But so yeah, I vividly remember that. But ever since then, now when she looks at the news, she's like, "Oh, is there tornadoes coming?" So she knows it. So to your point, yeah, it does get different after that. Once they get exposed to like tornadoes, because Ohio is it's such a flat land. Like it can happen at any time, man. You know.
Listen, as you told that story, the only thing I heard was more incentive to hurry up and go finish that basement.
Very much so.
I'm like, word, yeah, like because I could have just went back to sleep down there. I'd have just took the covers. That's what we did. Like, all right,
yeah, that's exactly what we did.
Yeah,
we came up the next morning
because we was down there sitting in our little chairs down there, and I'm like, man, I got to get back up and get in that bed, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
This is not ideal.
Yeah. Now imagine
this
time next year if that happens. You got a little man holding him, trying to get him back to sleep.
Yeah.
He looking up at you like, what time is it? Like, it's not the time you should be up.
No, that was loud noises. So that sounded like your alarm clock, and we're up at the alarm. That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if we're not, I'm up now.
Right.
And yeah, time to play.
Exactly. Put me down as mobile. I'm mobile now. Like,
no, think about when he ain't mobile. He'd just be like, all right, man. So stand up, walk around. Where's my bottle?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's happening with you, player? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There ain't no TV down here. You know what I'm saying? Where my toys?
Right.
You ain't bring my toys. What's happening with you, gang?
Yeah. Speaking of the fatherhood, you haven't sold everything yet, right? I'm on you every week, kid. Don't sell nothing
still
yet.
got
okay,
it.
all right. Don't sell stuff, man.
Stuff is getting sold. Don't you worry, though. Like, man, listen, the way that the Switch 2 news came out, man, the Switch 1 might be on the block.
It might be, but or you can still keep it. It's not. I don't know if it's needed or not as of yet. But hold on, we get into that. Before we go, let's start like we always do. What we've been playing. What have you been playing, bro?
Man, still the same, man. Cyberpunk and Death Stranding.
Okay,
you know what I mean. Okay. So yeah, ain't no games to play, man. Like we just talking about that. I kind of want to play that Assassin's Creed. Mm-hmm. But I ain't hard pressed. I got to pat myself on the back. I still never bought 2K this year. And
you didn't fold. I thought you were going to fold.
Nah, I was after 24. I was like, all right, I've had enough, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping out of SEAL school. You know, ring the bell, whatever. But yes, I never folded, and it seems like a lot of people had that same sentiment. Like the game might just be over. Man. 2K had its run, and still,
because I still follow the 2K My Team account on Twitter. They don't even tweet that much.
Quiet,
very quiet.
Yeah,
very quiet.
Yeah.
Because I used to get hyped about the codes and everything, and I didn't know they brought the auction house back. It is back for this year.
Yeah, that's why I saw it's back. Yeah, I don't know what happened or what's up. Yeah,
so I didn't get it either. As far as for me, I've gotten super deep or almost done with it at this point. It's Chrono Trigger. I'm almost done with it. And I did pick up Death Stranding on Steam, so I do want to play through it on the Steam Deck and on my gaming computer too. Haven't played it yet.
There you go.
But that's really all I've been getting into. To your point, I don't think gaming is in a weird spot as far as there's nothing really to play. And we talked about a little bit before pod. The seasonal games are really what's dragging everything out, man. Like I read a story the other day about Titanfall 3 was in development twice, but it never came back out, and they don't even want to fund it. I'm like, man, Titanfall 2, I don't know if you ever played it. I know it was high on my list. So I told them, okay. So that was a good game. Like, why don't y'all bring that back? And they said their answer was it looked too much like Titanfall 2. I'm like, all right, so you killed a game because it was fire, like because of the other game? Like, come on, man.
No, I respect that. They was like, it's not needed. So, you know what I'm saying? They didn't force it on us. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? So salutes to them. Yeah. You know what? That reminds me of like The Division. Mm-hmm. The Division was a great game, played well, loot drops, like it had all the elements, man, but just for whatever reason, man, it just didn't stick. Yeah. Even though we did finish The Division.
We did.
I think that's one of the only. Well, we've got a couple games under our belt where it's like, all right,
we got a couple games that we remember, Kev. We played games that you just was like, what the hell did we play?
No. I'm saying that we played like a whole story.
Oh, okay.
We co-opted the whole.
We co-opted the whole story. Gears, was it Gears? What was the Gears that we played? That's part of the problem.
I think Gears 4. Yeah, the newest.
Because I don't remember much about it.
Nah, I was skipping the cutscenes. You know what I'm saying? You were just popping back in the chat like, man, that was crazy. I was like, word, was it? I just been out here just standing around, bro, waiting on you.
That's what I early realized. Like, you don't really like story. You like Kojima stories. Like, because like
I love a good story, man. The Gear story was just not good, man. I'm sorry. It was buns. I was like,
over the years, I aligned with you on that because I was like, yo, this is like exactly it. I'm like, the cutscene to be going on, and I'd come back into the game, and your character to be sitting there staring at me, like, that was sweet, wasn't it? You're like, what? Like, oh my god, this dude just he pressed B through the entire cutscene.
Oh, look, you show up, I'm already shooting. You're like, bro, how'd you? I'm like,
right.
Oh man, I ran around the corner, man. I found this gun. It's some more, man. Your weapons around the corner, man. It's a weapon cache, right around the corner.
I grabbed the collectible.
Go around
we got that. I saw you got the alert. I got the achievement come up. Like, how did I get the collectible? Why? Kev is playing the game.
Yeah, just let me move on. I don't know what's up. I can't leave this little area, but I cleared it out for us. Don't you worry.
It's clear.
Yeah, you said.
But I think the story is big too. But hold on. So we had an emergency podcast over the Nintendo Switch announcement. Since then, actually, this has only been a couple days. It got worse. It's got more stuff has happened. The games themselves are now, we know they're going to be 70. I found out they're $79.99 for the digital. It's $89.99 for the physical. So $90 a pop.
And the physical copy might not even have nothing on it.
Right. Now, I'm going to give a little bit of bail. I'm going to cut a little bit of bail for them for that. That's games now. You buy the disc, it's kind of like a key, and you install it. That's been our gripe for a long time. When you install I should not get a disc and have to install 90 gigs worth of information from the internet. Like that.
Internet. That's the whole reason. Like the whole reason I was okay with still buying physical was like, okay, I can do a local install. And I remember when that really came in handy for me for Red Dead 2. I was playing Red Dead 2 before anybody else got on because it's like I bought the physical. Everybody else was waiting for it to load up or for it to install. The servers was going slow because everybody in the whole world was trying to play this game.
Right.
I got that bad boy going immediately. I threw that disc in there. It installed in about 30 minutes. We was ready to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, hey, you already fired it up? They're like, bro, I'm in chapter 2.
Yeah. Do you think that needs to be revamped then?
I would hope so. Like, I don't know. Like, why do y'all don't want to put the data on the carts anymore? Maybe it's too big for the cartridge now or whatever. But like, yeah, like if I buy the game, the physical, I should at least be able to install the base game from that copy or whatever. Now, if I got to download a patch or whatever, cool. I'm just trying to speed up the process, right?
Right. Yeah. No, exactly. You're trying to speed up the process, and also you're still having the collector's aspect of everything. I think that's the part that's missing too, because there's a lot of people out there who just love physical media for that very reason. Just be able to look at something on the shelf and to know that that's nothing. It's kind of different. Although they are saying digital games are coming back to where you could have that same thing. But I don't know. But even bigger than that, bro. $79.99 for a digital and then $89.99 for a physical. How do they think that's going to be sustainable? Like, that's not a good thing.
And now, you want to know what the worst part of that is too, though, is it's like, man, that was then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was the original announcement, but now since we've gotten the new news, you know what I'm saying, since Liberation Day, since Lib Day, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, if you thought you was pre-ordering this thing on the 9th, you're done, son. That ain't happening. That's over with, man. That's been canceled. Yeah. And if you thought that price was $450 and $500, maybe not. Yeah, probably not.
Why does Trump not like the gamers, man? I thought he was a Nintendo guy. Why does
don't like nothing? the price of everything is going up, like Marlo said. Okay,
that was funny. I laughed at that too. So yeah, but with the tariffs though, they don't know how much it's going to be. It might be $5.99. You know,
listen, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's like, man, it went from bad to worse,
bro.
Man.
They suspended pre-orders indefinitely. They don't know when they're going to come back. The system was supposed to come out on the 5th of June or July.
They said that ain't changing. They like, listen, the hardware is here. We already know it. Like, it's here. It's ready for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might not be no pre-orders, man. You might just got to go to your retailer and you find out how much it costs when you get there. Yeah. All right. So, imagine you do a midnight camp out. You show up and they like, 800.
Okay, for the people that do want it though, this is what I suggest. Let me say that. Let me dial back a little bit. What I suggest for people, seriously, anybody who watches this podcast, don't buy it at that price, because that's the only way we can actually prove that we don't want it. Because if you buy it, that's telling Nintendo like, oh, okay, cool. So hold y'all. They wanted $90 games. They're okay with $80 games. Right. This is not GTA 6. GTA 6 is $100. I got to set aside for it. You know.
Imagine games might be $140.
They might. Imagine.
Just off the hip. It's a pair of ones right off the hip for the new games, bro. 140.
Yeah, the tariffs, bro.
We
don't know what's gonna happen with that, man. That's the scary part. I mean, not even get too political. Even the landscape of everything right now. Like, everybody's worried about everything. Like, get my wine delivered, whatever it's gonna be. It's gonna be expensive. Everything's gonna be expensive. But video games, you can think about that,
man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what though, man. All I hear when I saw that, man, all I could think is, man, Rockstar's still winning.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
because you know what I'm saying. It's like right here, America. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no tariffs on this GTA 6, baby.
No, at all. It's all in
Even though they might finesse and be like, yeah, it got tariffs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're going to find a way.
Now it's $250. I'm sorry. We was going to make it $30, but now it's $250. You know what I mean? Like, the tariffs. Like, oh, man, ain't y'all based in Washington or something?
Right. Hey.
Well, I ask no questions.
Right. It's a tariff from Washington. Okay. We're independent now. Right. But, like, the news just keeps getting worse. From worse to more worse. Like, I don't know this word, but it keeps getting like, even where it came up and said that they're charging $20 for upgrades. It was free on PS5 and Xbox. It was free
for the most games. A lot of games.
It's like, even with Grand Theft, how much was it to? I don't think it was expensive. It was like $10, I think.
It's like $10.
Yeah,
it was like $10.
They're charging $20 upgrade fee from a Switch 1 title to a Switch 2 title. Now they're doing the comparisons, and they show like Breath of the Wild loading screens, and it was like maybe a 7-second difference. Like, you want to pay $20 more? And here's the thing. I'm going to keep it all the way a buck, bro. I've been playing emulators for years, okay? I've played Breath of the Wild in 4K for a very long time. Like, so why in the world would I pay for that? Now, I will say, Kev, now, Jay, you're out here, you listening to me, hear me good. Jay, get close to the camera here, okay? I still might buy a Switch too. All right, that's the thing. Like, I still might do it because I want to play Mario Kart, and that's the only thing. Now, here's where Nintendo, you guys got. If you get my money, this is where it's going to be very tricky for you guys. If it happens on the internet and Means gets it, you're out of there. I'm not buying it. Okay.
I don't really need to play online. It's like, man, I got a gang you right here. I got play right here.
I got 3 kids and a wife. We'll play at home. I got online right here in my own home. I'll give a controller to the dog. Let them play. You know, we'll figure out a local way to get you and the wife over to play. Little man, we'll give him a controller. He can't play yet. Throw it in his crib. Yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have everybody there.
Like, we don't know. He might be the GOAT. I don't know. Like, he might be the GOAT.
You were a prodigy at a young age too, so that might be true. Yeah.
Like, man, it might be the GOAT. I don't know. Like, listen, do you know how humbling that would be?
None. Considering I know my nephew and where he came from, I wouldn't be humbled. I'd be, no,
I would be humbled. If
I would want that for you.
Old, just thrashing
for sure.
That would make
Kart. Okay, as the uncle, that would make
video games is done in my
house.
That
would make me happy as hell. No, absolutely not. I would. Uncle Deer is coming in like a supply drop. I'm bringing all the games over there. Games will never be done, especially when you whoop it on you.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Like, and pops, like, listen, I ain't putting your business in the street, man. You know what I'm saying? I love you to death. But like, I think that's why Pops hung the jersey up, man.
You killed it for him?
I think I was about 6, man. I think I just started maybe beating him a little too consistently in the games. He was like, nah, this ain't me no more. You know what I'm saying?
You got it, big dog?
You know what I'm saying? Like, my body different. I ain't doing it. I ain't playing the game with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, like it gotta be the two sides. He like, man, I'm proud of my boy. Look at my boy. I take him anywhere, man. He thrashing grown men. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you put in front of him, man, he thrashing. But then at the same time, he's like, but my pride, I want to jaw my son. You know what I'm saying?
Did I ever tell you the story about when I went to jaw? No, did I ever tell you the story about the jaw they did in Madden? Like real life. I want to steal one. I almost stole on my baby. I went to okay. So we're playing Madden, and he beat me. Yeah. This was early on. I want to say he was like 11, and he beat me. I was like, what the heck? I was playing around too much or something. And he laid into me for a solid hour and a half, right? And to the point where I was looking at the side, as he's walking, I saw his side profile. I want to just fire on him right there, right? Because he beat me. But I had to realize something. He sounded like me. He sounded exactly how I used to give cats the business when I would beat them. And I'm like, that's why. And I ended up getting my lick back. But like, no, your dad, he gave it up. He elevated you and, your promise as far as becoming the dominant person you were. Making people pass the joystick, talking about you got to go and get the #1 headband. I still think it's a jerk move by you, by the way.
I was giving people the opportunity to play the game.
That was a jerk move.
If I never let them play, they would never get better. My God. And then, you know what I'm saying? Only way I was going to get better if they got better.
Again,
you know what I mean?
You're building on my point here, okay? So your dad ended up just hanging it up and letting it go. I will not let that happen for you. And I know you won't. You're too competitive, Kev. You'll be the one waking him up in the middle of the night. Let's go.
Like, if he's too good, man, I just dive right back into the one-player games. Like, well,
I had a good run.
I had a good run, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look. I start doing like my godsons do. Like, man, let's be on the same team.
Yeah.
Let's be on the same team.
Yeah. Because you think about those kids are so intelligent now, though, bro. Remember back in the day, you get off on the younger kids might want to play, and you take the controller. Old school trick. Take the controller. It was wired at that point, and you wrap it around the power cord, make them think they was playing. Nah, these kids nowadays are like, nah, these lights ain't lighting up like yours. Put me in the game. And then next thing you know, they're in the game, and they're, like you said, they're better than you. Like, what the hell's going on here, man? Like, how did this happen so quick?
Right, like what's happening here?
Yeah,
man? I'm sweating. Dude. What's going on? But yeah, like I said, man, my little nugget, man, he might be a G.
He might be,
and he might humble me real. Like I'm saying, if he start beating me in Mario Kart, he only 3 years old.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I'm going back to story games. Like, nah.
Well, yeah. Okay, so Kev, where does Nintendo go from here, bro? We don't know what the system's going to cost. The games, pitchforks are in the air as far as they're too expensive. They were spamming the Nintendo chat the next day because they had like a Treehouse event where they were showing the game in depth. The people were spamming the chat in all caps, lower the price of the games, lower the price of the console. It was like direct, like all the way down. So they saw it. You know what I mean? Where do they go? Where do they go from here, man? What do they do?
Man, they're gonna need that killer IP, man. I hope Mario Kart is all that they're hoping that it was. Because, like, listen, I'm not against copping the system, to be completely honest with you, but it's like, I guess my feeling right now is like, do I need it right away? And initially I feel like no, I don't need it the day that it comes out. I don't need it on release day. Maybe I give it a year, let that library build up. Maybe I give it 2 years. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know it ain't going on sale. So you know, you throw that hope out the window.
No,
but at the same time, maybe the library builds up, or those IPs that I really want to play start to come out. And then, you know what I'm saying, then I jump on the bandwagon. I've done that. I mean, I did that with the original Switch.
I was about to say, that's the same thing you did with the original Switch. That does sound the same way.
I waited a little while. They had some games I wanted to play. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Now it makes sense. But for the initial drop, like, I don't know, man. It's like, I have no fear of missing out. I don't need to be first. I don't know. Yeah. Like, it just doesn't really seem like it caters to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, because the Donkey Kong game looked fun.
It looks like Crash Bandicoot.
It does look like Crash Bandicoot. It does. It's like a high action type Crash Bandicoot. Mario Kart looks very beautiful. I do want to play that game. I'm not going to lie. That's why I said, Jay, I might still be on board. That's what I wanted to grill Jay about. Because Jay can tell you everything about it. He's stressing right now. This is why he's not here. I know that's why he's not here.
He's hurt.
He's hurt right now.
Listen, I'm gonna deviate for a second too, because I gotta air my grievances with my guy. Like, Jay, man, listen. We set this podcast. First of all, like, for the listeners, man, we typically will pod at about 10 or 11. We set this up to go early because Jay said he needed to run early. Yeah. It's like, all right, cool. So, man, we up and out. I mean, we up early anyway, but you know what I mean? So, usually I at least have breakfast. Right. My wife is cooking breakfast right now.
I smell it too. Yeah.
I smell mine too. You know what I'm saying? And Jay, I'm missing breakfast for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, you owe me breakfast. As a matter of fact, it's the way I see it. Jay, you owe me breakfast. So.
That's a fact. And we just had lunch together. You know?
Yeah, but this is different. Like, no. You owe me breakfast. Yeah. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Because here I am podding on off hours. Oh man, I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm messing with these jokes, but I don't know, man. This Switch, they're in a tough spot.
Yeah,
they're like, I mean, the fanboys are gonna cop it.
Yeah,
like we know, but honestly, I guess this would be a good question for you. How loyal are the kids to Nintendo?
Well, okay, the divide in the sand is not needed. So to answer the question, it's twofold. One, they're loyal, but the Nintendo's
the kids are
because they play games on it. But there's nothing on the Switch 2 that makes it to where like, Daddy, I got to get it. Daddy, I want this. Okay. You know what I mean? Because like they can still play everything on the Switch 1. Mario Kart's not really high in my house to where they, like I can throw on Mario Kart 8 on the Switch right now, or on the emulator upstairs, which is already in 4K playing in glorious and it's on an OLED. To Dante, it's not really going to matter if I get the Mario World, unless when these streamers start streaming it and they're talking about the hotness, then he's going to be on my head about it. But even that's one game. You know what I mean? So like they're loyal to Nintendo, but again, it's the fire. You got to have something worthy of playing. They're playing Mario Party Jamboree right now. They could play it on the Switch 1. And the Nintendo, the Switch 2 announcement, they said, oh, you could play more content on the upgrade. But again, that's $20. And they're saying like you play socially. We don't know anybody socially else that has the console or has the game to want to play it, online. So they're playing it in-house. They don't need a camera for that. They got it's 3 of them. They can play it together or to get dad and mom to play with them. So the kids aren't really putting the jumper cables on wanting the Switch 2. It's really me. Heck, I don't even know the kids even know that the Switch 2 even got announced. That's another thing too, man.
That's what I was really wondering. Yeah. Like, I wonder if the kids really had any allegiance to Nintendo, because it's like, bro, it seems like their allegiance is to Roblox. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, Roblox is. I don't. And if anything, if I'm Nintendo, if I'm their analyst, I would look at Roblox's success to say this is like this is not even Nintendo graphics. This is worse than Nintendo, but the kids love it. People love it. Dress to impress. I'm seeing boys play Dress to Impress, and I'm not, saying,
ain't no way,
bro. I've seen it. Like kids are in there just playing this like crazy. Now
we verified these with kids.
Right. That's another thing. Yeah, we got definitely. That's now you're getting dark. But
I'm asking real questions.
Yeah, you are asking real questions. But if I'm Nintendo, heck, get those analytics too. You know what I mean? If we can find a way to move units from this, then let's do it.
Yeah.
Then that was the worry when they announced the Switch 2 and they showed it. It's like, they're not showing anything. They started off with Mario Kart, like, hey, bet we got more build on this. And they start showing the wheelchair game. And then they start showing the old Nintendo Switch 1 games. And like, oh, you can now play them on Switch 2. I don't want that. Draw the line in the sand and move on. Although we are hearing reports that a lot of Switch 1 games aren't playing on the Switch 2. They load up, but they just stop playing.
How'd you feel about that when you saw it?
Well, I mean, I think it could be fixed from a software update. But again, if this is something that you have a system coming out in less than 60 days, you probably should have worked these bugs out a long time ago.
Is it less than 60 days?
Well, it's June. We're in April now, right?
June 5th?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it is. It's 60 days exactly.
Yeah.
This is April 5th.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. But I'm with you in the vein of like, yo, you got to show me the hotness for me to want to buy it. To me, part of it, I do like the Mario Kart. I do like the Donkey Kong. I do want to play those. But I got to be honest, man.
Do you really want to play the Donkey Kong? Like,
no.
I mean, like,
no.
Mario Kart, I can see it. I think Donkey Kong is just like, well, if I got this system, I might as well.
Well, my worry
Kong.
is that when I do get if I was to get the Mario Kart after doing one race, it would remind me of Mario Kart 8, and I'll be pissed off because it's the same game. You know what I mean? Like you can tell me, okay, it's Mario Kart World. Okay, I can go off the beaten path and hook up with my friends and talk to them and do some hood rat stuff for a little bit. But ultimately, I still got to get back on the game and still kind of go. It's not going to be enough for me to say, I spent $90 on this and you're giving me a deal because I'm buying it together. Oh, $500 to buy in. Then with the tariffs, so $600-700. It's like, all right. Like, come on, Nintendo, you're killing me right now.
If you just want to drop around like that, man, we can hop on that Forza
exactly.
anytime.
And it's a beautiful experience.
It's not
a beautiful experience.
Yeah, it's not a problem. And if you really want to just hop on and do hood rat stuff, GTA 6 is on the way.
Exactly. And that's another thing too that you're mentioning, bro. That's going to be very interesting. Is that once GTA 6 comes out, if it doesn't come out on the Switch too, people are not going to they're going to be more upset with that too. Like, I'm going to go play on where I can play it at. GTA 6 is the 50 Cent when he was an artist that came out, and even Jay had to mention like, yeah, this guy 50 Cent, the wave is coming. It's coming next year. Pause. So like Nintendo, again, why didn't you not just hit us with the things that you're good at? Give a new Pokemon, give a new Smash Brothers. Those should all have been announced.
They gave us Pokemon.
But
they gave a new Pokemon.
But you can still play it on the Switch 1.
But I'm saying right. They really needed all of the bangers. They needed Mario to come out, show out. They needed that Mario Kart to come out, show out, man. They needed Smash Brothers. They're gonna need Donkey Kong. Like, they needed all of the big guns to try to sell this console because the price, and you know what I mean? It's like graphically they're just kind of catching up to the current market. And you don't have a gimmick to rest on in this iteration. Like, literally, you just refreshed what we already knew. Like, the Switch, when it came out, was a new idea. There was nothing like it in the market. And that's what made it so cool. It's like, all right, man, I can play this on the TV or I can play it on the go. We've not seen this before. This is pretty good. Now we've got a ton of handheld PCs and Steam Decks that can you could dock your Steam Deck and connect it to your monitor and play that way. Connect a controller, connect a mouse and keyboard. Like, we can do all that stuff. Like, yes, is it a little bit more involved? Okay, whatever. But I'm a full grown adult. Like, I have the technology, I have the means. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? So the Switch can't really rest on that same laurel anymore. So it's like, yo, you have to knock us out the park with IP. And it's like, I don't know. It just feel like they didn't the fact that we didn't get Odyssey 2 feels egregious. Yeah. Like, all right, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom came out recently enough that it's like, all right, I get it. We didn't get another Zelda. Yeah. You could have maybe did some DLC sort of situation for Tears of the Kingdom, and you already got the map. All you really are adding a little bit of story. There's barely any dialogue, so it couldn't have been that hard. Yeah. But I get it. You want to protect the lore of the game. Whatever. Fine. But you needed some more bangers. Now, maybe it's just that we're not playing the games, because I mean, we got a new Metroid coming as well. Yeah, but do you really want that though? So, I don't play Metroid, so I don't care. But you know what I'm saying, maybe there is a big fan base for that, where you know what I'm saying that's going to be a huge I'm not 100% sure. But is it a new Metroid, or is it just a new reskinned the same game? Is it just like a remake? I don't know. I don't play Metroid at all. Yeah, me neither. I don't. No, me neither. Yeah, I'm not familiar with what they got going on at all. Yeah. But I'm just gonna run with it's a new Metroid. Okay. give you know that. If you know, drop it in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like that, and you're asking for a lot of money, and it feels like we're only getting a little return. And like you said, I might end up eating crow.
Yeah.
Like maybe June 5th rolled around, and I'm like, yo, my mind has changed. I need this.
Yeah.
This is my last camp out of all time, and I'm doing it for the Switch too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have it. But when I see it right now, like even since we've had like the influencers that got to go out, have like the hands-on experience with it, even when they're talking about it, they're like,
it doesn't. It's a lot of the same. Yeah, but I think it's to your point when you mentioned on the emergency pod. It literally is what the refresh of the Switch should have been, which is normally what Nintendo does. They have the Switch, or they have a system, then they'll have a refresh of that same system, and then they'll hit us with it. I think for them, they're moving backwards in the sense that you're trying to sell us on the third-party titles, which I thought was a bad idea. You're trying to sell us on the third party titles that don't even look as good as the current technology that's out right now. And this is supposed to be your next gen console. It's not going to look better than your ROG Ally. It's not going to look better than my Steam Deck. It's definitely not going to look better than anything I can play on our gaming computers. So why would I play these third party titles on your inferior console? Because it is inferior.
Yeah,
you know.
And I mean, they're just figuring because we got the IP that keeps people coming, and I don't know,
but they're not giving us the IPs that keep people coming. They're only giving us Mario Kart.
I fear this is Wii U. Wii U.
This is exactly the Wii U. This is a repackaged, like, keep it all the way funky, man. The Nintendo Switch, the Switch 1 was literally just reports of the Wii U titles. You know what I mean? Like the Donkey Kong,
100%.
The Mario Kart 8 that we played on the Switch 1 was literally the same game that was on the Wii U. It was the same game. It was a port. Heck, even now where they're saying, like, I'm getting pissed off again. Even now they're talking about the Switch 2 announcement. They're giving us, you can play GameCube games. First of all, do you know how long we've been screaming about the GameCube games playing for the Switch 1? Then you give us Wind Waker. You don't even give us the Wind Waker HD remake that came out. You give us the old GameCube version? Stop. Because I can go play the upgrade, the HD version that was on the Wii U. I could play that either on an emulator or go pull out the Wii U because I still do have my system and play it on there. So, again, I don't understand this model. I don't understand what the heck they're doing. It's almost like it's self-sabotaging at this point. Or maybe they're just prying on our nostalgia and saying, like, giving us anything, knowing people will buy it. I do think people are going to buy it, Kev. And I'm still on the fence. Like I said, I still,
of course.
I still could want it. I don't know. I do want to play Mario
Kart. I guess my question is, like, man, how much more goodwill is Nintendo really still expecting out of its, like, all right, we just could keep it all the way funky, man. Lay our cards on the table here. It's like, man, the original fan base of the Nintendo. Because I mean, like, listen, I'm a kid who got the Famicom. I got it at 3 years old. I got a Famicom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Original Nintendo NES. So it's like, yes, I understand the nostalgia there. At 37, though, it's like, man, how much longer do you expect me to, you know what I'm saying, hold on to this Mario nostalgia? You know what I mean? It's like, are you picking up new fans of this stuff along the way? I don't think so. Like, is this what the kids want? It's like, all right, so the generation right after me, man, all right, so they got hooked on the 3DS. Well, 3DS went out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like, we abandoned that for the Switch. And that's cool. Like, that you combined the home console with the handheld. That was genius. That was innovation for that time. And you know what I'm saying? But like when you look at your own kids, it's like, man, are they super fans of Nintendo? It's like, man, they have the games that they like to play, and maybe they're available on Nintendo, but it's not connecting on a nostalgia point where, like, they got to see, you know what I'm saying, the red badge and the white letters. You know what I'm saying? They just love Nintendo. It's like, I like to play Mario, but I like to play Fashion Diva or whatever it's called, man.
But I think
Dressed to Impress.
I think that's a great point, but I think that's the problem because we're literally the last gamers left. Our generation, the last sneakerheads left. Like once we're done with it, that's when I think it's going to be. I don't think technology's hit a roof. I think that they're trying to cater to us. Think about it. The price. That's not catered to little Johnny. That's catered to us. $4.94. That's a hard sell for a parent, but it's not a hard sell for an adult who's working, who they're marketing this towards. I got to think that that's who they're marketing it towards. But like, no, the Nintendo, like the fan base or even the loyal.
It's for little Johnny too.
It ain't. I don't think it's for little Johnny.
It's little Johnny Christmas, man. Like, cause what else you gonna get these kids, man? They got the iPad already. Okay,
give them a Roblox gift card. That's what they want. Like that's what they want, man.
And that's why I say Nintendo in trouble.
Yeah. But like they don't have a loyalty to the console or to the IP. Like the joy I felt, Kev, when I saw Mario Kart, I'm like, oh man, I was like, the little kid in me was happy because I wanted it. I want that. And I wish they would have built on it. And now the adult side leaked in when it's like, all right, Nadir, $500 is a buy-in, but like if they had more games to come with it, I'm like, okay, this is dope. Then I would want it. But like to say like better looking game, that's why I told you having a better looking version of the current game is not a good selling point to me. You know,
that's listen, that's been my point, but it's like, yo, if your kids were excited about playing Mario Kart World or whatever, then like, yeah, it's an instant buy. It's like, okay, the whole family's gonna have fun. So Nintendo needs that buy-in from the kids, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about now, of course, this is isolated. Maybe there are other, you know what I'm saying, situations where it, you know, hey, like this is their jam. But I'm wondering, you know, kind of across the board, is this what the kids want? Is this what the young
that's what
consumer?
That's what was fearful about it, man. That's what scared me about it. Was like my kids they don't. Like I said, I don't even think they knew it came out until they saw the emergency pod. Oh, another Nintendo's coming out. Oh, sweet. Maybe Dad'll get it.
But they know when that new season of Fortnite is coming
absolutely.
out.
Yeah, Pootie's all over it.
You know what I'm saying? So like they're aware.
Yeah.
Like so it's like Nintendo, man. It ain't but so long you can pretend.
Is it a marketing thing? Because like they did market us a bunch of stuff that we just didn't like. They announced the daggone alarm clock last month or a couple months ago, and I was like, "What the hell are y'all doing? Like, what? I don't want this. I don't. Last thing I need is another device in here listening to me. My refrigerator already tells me we're out of avocados. Like I don't want like this technology. I don't want my washing machine is telling me we're out of tabs. Like I don't want that. I don't want another thing in my house telling me what to do because I know.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. And I guess it's like, man, they're grasping at straws, but they're also going for what worked in the past. It's like amiibos and all that stuff. Like, man, kids ain't collecting amiibos. Nah. It's like it's grown people now. I mean, like when the amiibos first came around, like it probably was, you know what I'm saying, for the kids of the, you know what I'm saying, mid 2000s. Like that was like their jam or whatever.
Yeah.
And that they have the nostalgia for that. But it's like, what do the kids of today have a nostalgia with Nintendo for?
No, they don't.
Like what is grasping them
nothing
to stay with Nintendo?
Nothing. You like what you said on the emergency pod, bro. There should be no reason why another Animal Crossing didn't come. If they announced another Animal Crossing on the Switch 2, money, you got it. You got me, bro. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like that, Animal Crossing had everybody in a chokehold during COVID, man. It was the one thing that we could play that was really fun. It was innovative, but they didn't build on it enough. And I thought
but like also the kids got really into
it. Did.
They were like, oh, you know, I like this. Or you know what I'm saying? Like the girls really got it. I don't think Buddy ever got it.
The girls did. Khalees was all over it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the girls did.
Yeah.
Like the girls did. They latched onto that. So like, yeah, that'd be a good sell for them. Like again, that justifies the buy because it's like it's for the whole house or whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, like that's low key where we're kind of losing the fact that we don't have like just a dedicated handheld. And I have to imagine we'll get a light at some point or something like that because it's like, yo, game like Animal Crossing, man, like we can't really share this.
Right.
Well, I mean, now that will be fire once the budget console comes in and you can, you know what I'm saying, you have yours, which would be, you know what I'm saying, the OG one, and then you get the light ones for the kids or whatever, but all y'all can play the games.
Yeah. As long as we got to play together. Like, because I mean, my thing is like I might not want to play when they want to play. Like they didn't really talk about that a lot. But if they, like you said, if I can buy one version of the game and then everybody can play it at their own additional time, then that's cool. But I don't want to have to be
like Animal Crossing. All y'all got your own islands or whatever. Like, now it feels like community in the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that could be fire.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can put a button on it, man. Nintendo just, I don't know.
We're giving y'all the game over here.
We
Nintendo,
are giving y'all the game. It's a, you're in a tough spot though. I'm curious to see how they work themselves out of it. All right, man. Sports wise, I wrote it down. I want to pose the question to you, your thoughts on it. Memphis and John Morant. How does this end?
I don't know.
Because it's
like let him keep wilding out. Like why not?
It's wilding out though. That's my point. Like, is he wilding out? Like I get.
Yeah, because he know who he is, and it's like, bruh, no more of that. Like, and my thing is like, yo, you were doing so good.
He was.
You were doing so good for a while.
Okay, let me dig a little deeper in the question because they fired the head coach, right? And the reason why they fired the head coach is the guy that they have, and some guy from Europe is now the coach, the interim coach, right? Or not even interim, he's the coach right now, and they brought him in to teach the team a new offense. Now, Ja's been balling. Now, mind you, it wasn't like they were buns; they were contingent for number 2 in the West. So they're playing very well. Or is it the East? No, the West. They're in the West. So, anyways,
the West.
They fired the coach. They fired the head coach. They brought in another guy to run the offense. But I think the reason why they fired the coach is they got a job problem because the offense is predicated. The new offense is predicated on everyone else getting the ball. and everyone else moving the ball around and ball movement. Whereas you got a star, which John's working through that. But I think that the reason why they did that is because they have to play or think about John not being there. He's been nicked up. He's been not, like last year he had the shoulder issue where he was out for a large part of the year. So they had to learn how to play without him. So I wonder, and then you got the Ja Witt situation going on where he got suspended. So he's not there. He's not availability. He's not there. The best ability you can give me as a star player is availability. Just be there. You know what I mean? So I wonder if they're thinking about like, man, maybe we're going to move on from Ja. But then I start thinking like, well, how the heck can they move on from him? You know what I mean? They can't trade him, to get anything for it. So
they can't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like Luka could get moved, man. Ja could get moved, man. All bets are off the table. Now, I will say, now that you mentioned it, it is a little suspicious that, you know what I'm saying, NBA YoungBoy gets released.
I told you. Listen.
I mean, but it was like YoungBoy been out like 2 weeks. Next thing you know, Ja Morant back to his old bag of tricks.
Yeah, that is very. Just don't. Maybe he's sending Ja the unreleased album that we just haven't heard yet.
Maybe he's sending Ja the spirit of degeneracy. I don't know.
But it bodes a different question when it comes to that draft class, though, because do we want to see Zion get moved this summer? Do you think he goes on to another team?
No, I like him with the Pelicans, honestly.
I do too.
It's like I understand the Pelicans kind of shutting them down. It's like, all right, if we're not expecting to, compete for a championship, like, man, why risk him, what I'm saying, blowing out his whole leg or whatever? Like,
yeah,
all right, just hanging up. Like, they're like, he's going to miss the rest of the season. It's like, the rest of the season was like 8 days.
We have like 7 games left in the season. We have single-digit games left.
Right. I'm saying playoffs starting like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, season's over with.
Now,
it's April.
I'll be honest with you. Now seeing the season ending, I'm going to tell you who I feel sad for. Have you been watching the Suns get pounded on? Pause. Like, literally, anybody they play, they're down by like 20 quick. like
yeah.
Devin Booker, I'm blaming him. But KD is still there, so we know he's going to be gone this summer. But back to the question about Zion.
I thought KD was out.
Nah, he played. He's been playing.
After he rolled his ankle?
Oh, yeah, he was back. He played last night, I think.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they got blown out.
Again, there wasn't no reason to watch them games.
Right. I think it was the Celtics they played. But anyways, yeah, it really isn't no reason to watch those games. But to the point, I don't know if they got a job problem. They're going to move on. He hit a game winner the other night. Memphis is still going to be a tough out in the playoffs. I'm really excited about the playoffs. I'm excited to see what Luka does with LeBron. I'm excited to see what Steph does with the Warriors. He's been balling.
I want to see what the Clippers got going on.
And that's the dark horse. They're the ones that no one has been talking about. Kawhi sneakily has been very, very good. The Beard has been very, very good. I think the Clippers are going to make a good run. I hope that they stay healthy.
I hope so.
And I want to see James Harden get his due, man. I saw it trending about him versus Dwayne Wade, who was the better guard. And from a basketball level, like one-on-one, I definitely take James Harden. But then, Dwayne Wade, I'm not going to crap on his accolades and what he's done. He was a killer when he was in the league.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Both can exist and be very good. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we're even comparing them tells you, like, they're very good, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Nah, that's a fact. Yeah, it's NBA basketball. We're here for it. NBA also, man. Speaking on this, I got Anthony Edwards, right? He had 3 kids.
Yeah.
He had 3 kids last year. But then he also was on the news about him not wanting to be in the life of the other baby, the new one, and he wanted to pay his child support up front. It was reported like $1 million. Like it would be like, I guess he wanted to I want to pay it up front, get this over with. I have no intentions of being in a child's life, which I think is emotion. I think he's saying that right now. It might be true. I don't know. But I read it and I'm like, what do I think of this? As far as this going on.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's a young guy. You know what I'm saying? It's not great. It's definitely bad publicity. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't come off well.
Ultimately, it doesn't come off well. And it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like the child don't deserve that or deserve to see that.
Right.
You know,
because they will. That's part. Great point. That's exactly what it is too. I'm thinking about at some point this child's gonna be able to read and listen and hear and to know like, oh, my dad theoretically paid off having the have to see
bought me out of his life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He paid me off like bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like a fine. Like
you know what I mean?
So
that's You know what I'm saying? That's that
It's
leave a
nasty.
bad taste in your mouth. Like, it's a nasty headline. But at the same time, like, man, if that's how he feel, that's how he feel.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly. But I mean, and again,
he's entitled to his feelings.
These are rumors. This is something that and it's funny because it made ESPN. That's why I saw the headline. Like, dang, ESPN really is on his head about this, which I think is nasty. I think ESPN's going real kind of different in a thing. I bring back. This makes me miss Stuart Scott.
They got to exist in. They still got to learn to exist in the social media.
Yeah,
era.
for
so
sure.
It's like,
for sure.
I get it.
All right, man. Before we get out of sports, I just want to say Shador Sanders and Travis Scott looked awesome in their pro day yesterday. So
Travis Hunter.
I said Travis Scott. Jesus. Jesus. Travis Hunter. You know,
Travis Scott.
Braids, dark skin dude. Maybe it's the same person. I don't know. They might be. Until I see them in the same place, they might be the same person.
Hey.
Yeah.
Once we saw Travis Scott in there slapping up all the wrestlers and, you know what I'm saying, really out here having WWE beef and all that.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I understand the faux pas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's cool.
Yeah, nah. Travis Scott, I seen him shoot a jumper. That definitely is not Travis Hunter. You know, Travis Scott is like...
Yo, when is the draft, speaking of it, though?
I want to say it's coming up in a couple weeks, actually. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I was going to say it should be in
I think it's the 30th.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
April
like
30th, I think.
Yo, my pops texted me the other day and was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, rumors is coming out that the Saints is going to take Will Howard in the second. I was like, hey, I like Will Howard, but he not in the second, dog. I don't like him in the second. The sixth, he's still on the board. Yeah, let's make that happen, man.
Yeah.
But the second, nah, like, yeah, we got other draft picks that we need.
I will say Will Howard will be a good pickup for y'all, but like you said, not that high. Like, come on, like let's
not in the second.
Not the second.
Yeah,
nah. I would there's a couple quarterbacks I would take before him in the second. Like, sure, I like Jalen Milroe.
Yeah, me too.
But no,
we
gotta get your pops on.
He's gonna go way higher than that.
But we gotta get pops on the daggone podcast. Talk about them picking up that quarterback they just traded for. Is Dak's days number?
Joe Milton.
Yeah, Joe Milton.
Yeah, Dax's days is number because every time he touched the field, man, he right back off hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need a solid backup, man.
April 24th is the draft day.
Okay,
yeah,
so we got a little bit of time.
A couple weeks. I'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, combine. I'm saying combine, pro days, all that stuff is up. So yeah, it's like, who do your Eagles have picks?
We do, but I mean, like our needs, we need a safety. A lot of people, players left in free agency after the Super Bowl, which is, you know, I knew that was going to happen. So it gives the opportunity for the young boys to come up. I don't know what we need as far as in the draft. No one else will probably draft like another defensive lineman. We lost our 2 defensive linemen to free agency, so we might get that. But I don't know. We're coming out like, I don't want to sound arrogant. We're coming off a Super Bowl year. It's going to be like, I don't know what we need. You know what I mean? Like we're working with house money at this point. You know.
But I guess that's where I kind of wonder, because it's like, man, a lot of times at that point, now that you got like Super Bowl caliber team, you have to be very, very diligent with your draft picks, because it's like, man, y'all spent the money.
Yeah, we did.
Like Saquon got paid,
exactly.
All your receivers got paid, and Jalen Hurts got paid. So the money's gone.
Yeah,
that's
But I mean, that's what we're.
The money's
the reason
gone.
why we were so good last year was because we got up again playing with house money. Nobody expected our young rookies, Quinyon and Cooper DeJean, to be as good as they were. They stepped in and played well. But again, eventually we're going to have to pay Jalen Carter.
But the money, I was going to say, but the money's gone.
The money's gone. So like Jalen Carter's going to be up for a the thing I like about the Eagles that how he gets right is he pays them early. Whereas like Jalen Carter, like we got to have that violence on our team. He's not going anywhere. We got to lock him up, but you're going to lock him up next year, which is going to hit the cap differently than it will later on. So we're gonna have to pay, you know. So I know that, and that's the thing about having a Super Bowl team. Eventually, you're gonna have to pay the bank, man. So we're gonna be buns in like 4 years, maybe. You know, I get it. We're gonna be. That's how it happens. This hairline's gonna be gone at that point anyway. So.
Unless you draft very well,
exactly, or build in
like start finding those fringe players. And you start finding those fringe players.
And to be at full transparency, that's kind of my worry with Howie Roseman, is that he's been such a wizard for so long that I don't want him to get so arrogant that he overthinks it. Like we let a lot of people walk, that our linemen walk. With the linemen we brung in that let walk, the Jets threw him away. They didn't think Mekhi Becton. They didn't think he was any good. He came with the Eagles. Now he ended up getting a huge payday, you know, after that. So, you know, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I feel good going into the season because the core is there. The offense is there, but you know, we're going to lose some more. I think Dallas Goedert's our tight end's going to leave. So I don't know.
See, man, like I'm not feeling my Saints, man. Like, come on, brother. Like, let's get this right. Like, you know what I mean? Well, like, we need a quarterback. That's it.
Bro. Y'all been chasing the ghost of Drew Brees for years, and you try to come in. You got the youth pastor. He's not the answer.
He's not.
You know, I think you need to you got to draft a QB, man. Like you said, you got to start there.
And I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like, and Will Howard, I like that move, but late. Let's go a little later.
Yeah.
And honestly, like bring Aaron Rodgers in. Bring
Absolutely
him in for a
not.
season, man.
If I'm any team,
bring him in.
If I'm any
bring
team, nah, I want that ayahuasca. I want him out of here, bro. I do not want him anywhere near. Like when they said the Steelers, I think the Steelers were the only organization that could handle him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they have enough there. Tomlin could be like, all right, bro.
I wish that they would have stuck with Justin Fields.
Me too. I was surprised that they let him go. I get moving away from Russell. I get moving away from that, but Justin Fields I thought that's the reason why they brought him in, because once Russ left, he would be the one that would kind of step right in.
And he held it down.
He did.
Like when Justin Fields last year, he held it down. It's like, man, he deserved a real shot.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I don't know.
All right, we'll see. But so your boy Drake, he dropped a video for Nokia. I think Nokia is a decent song. I like the song, but
that's fine.
The thing that stood out to me, Party Next Door was not in the video.
He's not on the song.
He's not. I don't care. It's their album, Kev. Like, if I'm Party Next Door, I told you this, bro. You owe me 5 minutes, Drake. Because I feel like in my thing as a fan, I think you really put Party Next Door, used him to dip your toe in the water to see if everything was okay. And I think that was, but Party Next Door is not getting. We forget that he was even on the album. We forget, you know.
Listen, we forgot about that.
Yeah, we did forget about the album. Yeah, let's keep it all real. We forgot about the album, but I think Drake just getting back to rapping again. I thought the video was cool. I thought it was okay. I do think it came and went though.
Well, you know what? Here's the real problem. What exactly were we expecting from a music video? Like,
True.
Like nobody cares about music videos anymore. It's like, man, like, Not Like Us was an anomaly.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, yeah. And it was just because it was like, yo, we want to see, you know what I'm saying? How you going to keep your foot on his neck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but overall, man, like nobody cares about music videos anymore. Like,
yeah.
And even the Nokia video, it was kind of like, we want to see what you're going to do now, Drake.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? It's like,
and that's where I think he's in a tough spot.
Video.
I think he's in a tough spot with that, because now a lot of people are looking at him like, okay, is he going to mention Kendrick? Is he going to put in these subliminals? Like you said it before, like he had an owl in there. Like Kendrick had the wrong owl. It's like, all right, the Drake, the beef is over. Okay, we don't want to hear. I don't want to talk about it no more. It's really kind of like it's dead and stinking. It's time to move on, man. Everything is not a subliminal to Kendrick. Everything is not subliminal to Drake. Hey, Dot gave you a whole nother album. And nothing to do with it. He's going on a tour right now. It has nothing to do with Drake. It's just, it is what it is. The tour is selling out to him, but me and Street, we got to get our tickets soon. We got to, or else we're not going. But yeah, man, like I thought the video was okay, but to your point though, who cares about a music video? Okay, what are you going to watch it on?
Yeah,
YouTube?
you know?
Like,
yeah, it's like, you watch it the one time, it's like, all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
Cool, I guess. It was fine.
We'll move on.
But yeah, I am looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, whatever Drake's next rap effort is going to be. Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? Like the battle was fun. That was, we had a good time last year, and now it's time to move on. Like, man, it was just a little rap beef, man. It's cool. Like, rap beef. It's all good. Like, what? Yeah. All right.
You be all right.
Like, it is what it is. Yeah. You it's fine, man. It's only entertainment, bro. Like, let's not get too serious here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, man. Like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you what, because your boy Ye.
Yo, Clay, I'm glad you brought that up, because I forgot. His brain is mush at this point, Kev. Like, seriously, it's like applesauce up there right now. Like, it doesn't, like, but
complete mashed potatoes.
Yeah, complete mashed potatoes. Like, yeah, if you see this, man, come on our podcast. I would love to present a little bit of pushback. That's the thing that pissed me off about Ack. Ack did not. Imagine somebody cutting the corner, right? And we see him in a black Klansman uniform, and you and I both look at each other like, oh, okay, let's keep it going. I'm going to go completely buck nuts. Like, hey, fam, what are you doing? Like, what is this?
I'm at least gonna ask, like, yeah, like, what are you trying to convey? What's the message here?
Right.
Like, what's the messaging? Because, like, first of all, I mean, beyond everything else, I know it's hot in there.
Oh, very much so. You're baking. Like, God forbid you got a fart. You know, like, what are you doing?
Y'all just standing in a hotel room, man. You know what I'm saying? You miking my guy up. Like, first, it wasn't like cinematic. It was like literally just, you know, two guys standing around a hotel room, and one just got on a black leather.
Very weird. Very weird.
Klan's outfit or whatever. And it was just
very weird. Like, look, I get at one point, like, I think it's still the case. Kanye had super stands. Like, it didn't look like it was a hotel room that he looked safe either. Like, I didn't think that it was like anybody could come at any moment. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it didn't.
Honestly, it seemed like it was pretty chill. Like when they were just standing outside talking, like of course he had took all that stuff off. Like he's talking to people in the background. Oh yeah, you can walk through the shot. It's fine. Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Like that. You know what? You want to know what really threw me off is when he went on Axe Stream a few days later. He was making a First of all, that beat was sounding fine. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the thing that sucks about it. It's like the music still sounds good.
It's like it's all right. I ain't gonna lie. Like you doing his thing here, but and like he was sounding like he was talking. It seemed perfectly coherent. He was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm in here, man. I've been working on working on a couple of songs or whatever." But then it's like, then the antics are completely left field. It's like, bro, just tell us, like, can you just clearly just articulate to us what the point that you're trying to convey? Like, what, like, leave the antics aside. Like, just tell us what it is that you're looking for here. What, like, are you just trying to stir up controversy? Are you okay?
Yeah,
because now it sounds like the new girl done ran off on him too
because she was trying to get him committed.
Listen, there seems to be one common denominator here. Okay,
you gotta go see them people,
brothers. Yeah, it's like, I don't want. Of course, we don't want nothing bad to happen to the guy. You know,
but would you be surprised at this point, though, Kev? If something did bad happen, I don't want nothing bad to happen to him either. But if something,
a little bit,
would you be surprised?
Well, all right. So this is why I say yes.
Okay.
It's because it's like, man, when you read the tweets and like you see him in the outfits and like you get the headlines, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. It's like, yo, this guy seems like he's off his rocker. But it seems like whenever it's on the fringe or like it's not the theatric parts of it, seemed totally normal. Like when he showed up or whatever, like he had on that Sean John tee or whatever.
Yeah, that was didn't understand that. Yeah,
but it was still like, hey man, how you doing? Oh, just hanging out, man. My man had his ally just sitting around.
Yeah, he's making beats on the ally.
But it seemed like he was really just cooling out. He was just like, just hanging out, man. Just sitting around or whatever. And then, you know what I mean? It's like when he was making the beats or whatever, he's like, it's calm down. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you the one part that pissed me off about it though was that it happened around April 1st, because when it did happen, I started getting all these floods on Twitter about, Kanye signed back with Nike. Immediately, I'm thinking of Red Octobers. So then I'm like, you got
to remember, like, there's no way.
But April Fool's got me, man. Like, you got me.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that pissed me off. But when I saw him on Axe stream, like it was very weird. Axe is just soaking it all up at this point. He'll take any interview he can get with Kanye, and I get it. I understand that. But offer him some pushback. At least get to
But he's not no journalist.
Well, at least give him some pushback to the sense of like, what is the end game here? Yay? Like, what are we doing here? You know?
Nah, he just letting mans talk.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just letting him go. And honestly, I guess that this is where it gets a little difficult because it's like, yo, you could kind of tell he's tiptoeing around him because it's like, yo, this guy's liable to turn on me at any moment. Right now, right now he's finding me in favor and he's enjoying this energy that we have, but I could be the next contestant on the Summer Jam screen at any time.
I mean, that got his own problems. He's just, you know what I mean? So I get it, you know.
But I mean, getting fired up by Kanye.
Yeah. I mean, but does it hit the same? Because he tried to flame up Kendrick. We all knew what it was. Like, Kendrick, please notice me.
Yeah.
So and you know, so we kind of understood that, but I don't know, man.
But for Ack, if Ye starts firing him up, like, you know, first of all, you've done too much glazing. To then like try to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It doesn't.
You can't have it both ways.
Yeah. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I completely tried to burn that out of my brain. But yeah. And then World War III supposedly was supposed to come out, and I didn't.
Nobody wants to hear this, man. Like, did you listen to Bully?
No. And I thought it was
right. Nobody wants to hear it anymore.
The snippets I heard from it did sound pretty good, but I'm not going to take my time to go tune into it. I just don't know what I'm going to get into.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to hear it. Like, I'm good. Like, yeah, I think honestly, it feels like, man, we're all in a period of fatigue. I'm tired of like the video games out here, man. Like they're not hitting the same. The music ain't hitting the same. It's like, yo, man, Si Senor
bussin'. I went back Monday. I gotta be honest with you. I went back Monday. I almost went back Friday. Okay. Like I went back. Yeah, definitely bussin'.
Fair. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of things just ain't hitting the same. You know what I mean? It's like, man, we looking for what's gonna be next, man. What's gonna be new and innovative, man. We're getting tired of just like the same recycled garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and honestly, like Kanye rants are starting to feel like that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of our favorite content and the things that we consume, like they're just starting to feel recycled. The Switch 2 feels recycled.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no.
Just not exciting anymore.
Nah, good point. All right, man, let's get out of here. You got anything else?
I think that'll do it, man. I gave him about an hour.
Yeah, we're going to get to breakfast. Jay, you owe us breakfast, man. All right?
You do owe us breakfast, Jay. I'm sorry.
You owe us breakfast. But yo, beautiful.
My breakfast that got cold.
Exactly. Beautiful people, this is Nadir.
It's
And
good.
we are Games Music Life. This was the Games Music Life podcast, episode 369. Drink more water, people. Peace.